How's everybody's Thursday? Friend, I am back in cold Colorado after 10 days in the Virgin Islands. I am not happy about it. That's what I'll say. I was like, take me back. I don't like these negative temperatures. I'm not here for it. Okay. So if you're new, welcome. If you've never done one of these, we do have a Facebook group, and my YouTube link is just my name, Jennifer Enloe. If you want to subscribe to that, you can see all the past ones. We've been doing this for several years now. Top question always is, can anyone watch this from signing your agreement to national? Anybody can watch this and be part of this, um, which I love, right? You can send it. It takes me about 24 hours when we have the recording because I take the Zoom, put it on YouTube. And then anywhere you probably saw about this is where you'll find the recording. Um, and I want to tell everybody, thank you so much for all the invites to all the different Boxers and Facebook groups and things. And I would love nothing more in my life to be able to just sit and post all day in those and add a million more to my thing, but I cannot. I don't have enough hours in my day to be part of all those. So there is a lunch and learn. It's called Lunch and Learns. It has Mary Kay. She's in a red dress, like the vintage dress. And you can, Ginger, your little sweater's so pretty. You can she's in that red dress, and then that's the page, and you can join that group, and the recording's always there, just so you know. Or YouTube if you prefer that. If you're not social media, if you have people that don't, that's why I do both, because some people aren't going to do social media. So we're going to go ahead and start. Welcome everybody. I am actually your guest speaker today. I did a January jump, and a lot of them asked that if I would train on this, and I thought, well, I'll do it on the Lunch and Learn, because then the Mary Kay world can kind of know about it. And I'm sure it's nothing new to many of you. Many of you probably have done this or done a part of it or whatever, right? You're familiar with it. But hold on, I want to make sure I mute everybody. Sorry, I'm not trying to be rude to you, but it'll create an echo. So I'm going to make sure everybody's muted. Okay. And to all my friends that are in leadership, hello, friends. So, and some of you are going next week, I know, but I just want to share because we talked a little bit. We did a sales panel and we did a recruiting panel, and usually when I train, everybody in the world wants me to train on sharing. It's because I do national quarter share. Mine's already almost done for the year. I have just a couple more I have to get. And it's because I just do that naturally. But I was so excited to train on this because I don't always get to. And that was kind of nice. So I want to share some things that I thought were very valuable for you. That who here just wants to sell and just make money? I mean, some of you are like, I don't want to be a car driver. I don't want to be a director. Well, not yet. It's not in your vision yet. It's not in your goal right now. Some of you are like, yeah, I want to do it. Yes, I want to sell to where I do national court of sales. Girls, you're making 20 grand just by doing national court of sales. That's 20 grand profit. That's huge, right? And so some of you need an extra $20,000. You need those monies in your pocket. You need them in there. And so you're willing to do that. And honestly, with these few ideas I'm about to give you, off 40 customers, if you did these ideas with just 40 customers, you could do national court of sales and win your diamond ring. And you could repeat it every year. Wouldn't it be awesome to be a star consultant just off your reorders? Now, I'm not saying build the 40 and then don't ever facial anyone again or do anything again in your business. You're going to look right. You know what? It's kind of like a bathtub. Some water's staying in, some's going down the drain. So you need to remember, just because you have 40 now, sometimes they change products, right? Or they have a niece that started Mary Kay. And although you've been the best person for them, they're going to go with their family, right? Just because you build a 40 doesn't mean you always have 40. You always want new people coming in. So power start, and if you want anything in your Mary Kay business, the first thing I'll tell you is power start. You want to know how you always have enough customers? Power start. Non-negotiable. Girls, that is bare minimum. It would take you 15 hours a month to do a power start. That's ridiculous. That shouldn't even be a conversation. Everybody should be doing that, not even blinking out. You could do it in a weekend. I've done it in a weekend before. I've done 30 faces in a weekend before. So you can choose how you negotiate your time for that. But I want you to know that your leads is a different story, a different thing, but I want you to be thinking about the current customers I have. Do I have them wide and deep? Are they on all the products? How can I get them on more products, right? You might have someone that only uses mascara, someone that only uses a cleanser. We want them using everything head to toe. And these systems have allowed that to happen. And it's very simple. I don't care if you have 2 customers or 10, you will grow customers this way. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is my Diva boxes, my subscription boxes. I'm doing them right now because as a director, I get to early order. And so what my customers love about that is done every quarter. And you can do, now I know you're all going to have a million questions. So here's what I'm going to say with this. You're going to create it how you like. We're all grown-ups, right? You can put anything you want in that box. I don't need to give you every last detail that's in a box. It's duplicatable. Here's why I don't. I customize it for each person every quarter. But here's what they get it. There's a $25 box, a 35, and a 45, right? And there's always retail products. Sometimes there's headbands. There's not Mary Kay. So it might be some bath bombs in there, but it complements whatever that person wants. So my Diva boxes, and you don't have to do it this way. You could do the same box. I used to do it. If you're a 25 box, 35, 45, it was the same thing no matter who you were. I stopped doing that. But that takes more time. It's my love language is gifts. And so I really want them customizable. Like I don't care if I take my Sunday and do it. It's important to me, but I get a lot of response with this and they're growing and they're buying other people. Like some people buy a 25, 35 and $45 box, right? And it's because they're giving it as a gift. So I tell everybody, that's the only thing I'll ship for free under 50 bucks. If they need to ship it to somebody, right? Because I'm getting new clients from it. My business card's in it. My labels are on it. When they run out of that product they love and someone bought them as a gift, guess who they're coming to? So it has been very beneficial with that. But it's, girls, there's no magic script. Hey, friend, I'm doing these beauty boxes. I literally do a video and I say 25, 35, 45. They're customizable. They're great gifts for Valentine's Day, graduations, whatever you need. You know, they're great gifts. I go through all that. You can, here's what I let them pick: glamour, skincare, or body care. Like they pick it, because some people will buy, let me back up. You buy one of those for a quarter. So every quarter they can one time do 25, next time they might want 35, right? If they buy a year subscription, they're basically getting one free plus $10. So an example, if you did 4 quarters of 25, that's $100, right? So they're going to pay $75, but I add $10. So it's $85 for a year. Does that make sense what I'm saying? So whatever it is, so their year subscription isn't 100, it's 85 for the $25 box. And they can do that. And then they tell me, I say, do you want me to customize for you and do whatever I think you need? Or do you have it for a certain person or is it for you? I always ask that question, right? Is it for you? Is it for somebody else? It's a conversation. The next thing I ask them is, if they bought one, now they'll say, can I do it for a quarter? And that's it. Absolutely. I mean, they can pick, because they might change the amount they want to do, right? They might be checking them out. That's why I customize them. And girls, it's not just Mary Kay stuff in there, but it's always a retail item of something new coming out. They are my VIP customers. They are going to get specials that whole quarter. So I tell them once they get them, when they post me on social media and tag me, they get to pick one item at half off that month. They post and say what they love most about their box. Because, you know, if it's body care, I might put loofahs in there or bath bomb. You know what I mean? Whatever they're picking, I do some non-Mary Kay things, some travel products, some samples. If I want it to build, like I think about that person, what she's on. This is how I build customers head to toe very easily. Because they'll buy them for, I had one that bought 25 for a year, 45 and a 35, but they were going to different people. And you're building a lot of new clients that way. Yes, it's slower, but it's great. So that's just something I do and I offer and I do it quarterly. Now, sometimes I have 10 people on it. Sometimes I have 30, sometimes I have 3. It probably depends on people's cash flow at that time, right? And that's okay. It doesn't bother me either way, but I keep doing it because the women that do it, they love it. And they might miss a quarter, but they might come back again and do a year, or they might come back, you know. But here's the thing. I do a video on my Facebook page. They've gotten a million texts all month long because they're going to pay me on January 26th because I get to early order the products as a director. It's a perk for me. I think everyone should be a director for that perk. So they're literally getting their boxes before consultants can even order that stuff. Do you know how special that makes them feel? I'm like, you get it even before the rest of Mary Kay World gets it. You'll have your hands on it. You're going to love it. And they post and they get so excited, right? Because I get it in a few days, right? So then I already have figured out. Now everyone's like, how do you decide what you're going to do? Well, it's not rocket science. If they're paying you $25, right? You don't want to go over 50 bucks, right? Your costs, correct? Now, some of that's going to be a deluxe mini. Some of that's going to be a sample. Some's going to be a retail product. But you can put a lot in those $25 boxes even. I mean, there's a lot you can put in there. So kind of know that, but use your best judgment. on how you want to do that. And that's also how I promote it. You know, get double your, it's the best bang for your buck, honestly, when I do that for them. But my goal with each person, that's why I started customizing them, is I wanted them to get, like when they had the skincare travel sets, like the new one. Well, not all my people are on that time-wise set, right? And some of them already are. I didn't want that in their box. I'm trying to get them on something else, right? I'm trying to get them going. Oh, I need to mute somebody. Hold on. Some of them, I don't need them on that skincare. They're already sold on that skincare, right? I did not put that in their box, even though that might have been in my $25 box typically. So I get a gist of an idea. So then I can place small order. I change it. So don't ask me what I put in them. There's always a million different ones. But I buy the Mary Kay boxes that you can get. Sometimes I put little canvas bags. You can get them on Amazon or whatever, and I might put them, my local girls, I'll put them in a cute little makeup bag like that. If Mary Kay doesn't have the cosmetic ones at that time, sometimes I do the Mary Kay color bag, right? Sometimes I do brushes. But if they're not local to me and I'm mailing them, I use the Mary Kay box and I just tape it really good. And I put a little bow on. It's amazing how it gets through mail. It's amazing. They love it. I put tissue on it. I put candy in there, little love card. It's your time to really love on them with this box. Okay. The other thing that I do that I think is very imperative, if you miss doing the preferred customer program, you might as well just go grab a couple $100 and light it on fire, because that's what you just did to yourself. Somebody else is getting your customer. You can ship a lookbook with a beautiful message on it, with beautiful samples in it. It's done cheaper than you could buy. You can even buy the book for that probably, but you can get the book, you can buy the sample, you can do all the special extra stuff in it, and you can go mail it. It's going to cost you $2 to $3. Why would you not have Mary Kay do it for less than $1? And you don't have to do the work. Girls, I remember back in the day when we had to do the work. It took a lot of time. And so I'm so grateful for that program. And I don't think it gets talked about enough, but that's how you have loyal customers. And because when that book goes out, I do a fun little game with it. I'll post little things like a scavenger hunt. And I'll say, find this word or find this graphic or find this whatever. So everyone sees it when they get their book that's on my preferred customer program, right? I message them. I don't just put it on my customer page in Facebook or Instagram or any of that, because guess what? Some people don't look at that. Even though they're in social media, they're not looking at that. So I message only people on you can get a list when you do your PCP. You can have them, send you a list or print it then. And then I message all those people and I do a fun little graphic or something fun or a picture with me. And I'll say, this is what you get, whoever finds the page first. Because then I know who got their book and who did not. When you do the preferred customer program, the proper way to do that is to follow up with each and every customer. Hey, friend, I want to make sure you got your book in the mail. You're very important to me. And well, gosh darn it, sometimes those mail people love that book and they take it. And they'll laugh. And then I'll say, did you get it? And they'll say, no, my husband probably threw it away. He doesn't want me spending money. I said, well, girl, I'll get you another one, or whatever. I send them the link or whatever. But it's really important that you make sure they have it. And I'll say, girl, turn to page blank. Our samples on there. Do you see it? Will you try that for me and give me your feedback on it? And can you do a texting service if any of you have those, and it just create the same message and send it out to everybody? You can. I'm going to tell you, it's not that I love being able to pre-schedule things and take advantage of that because we're all super busy. But when you want sales and you want customer loyalty, even if you leave a recording, like some of on those, I don't know if you have Scipio or Easy Blast or whatever you have, a lot of those programs that's like a business, like a tech service, right? You can even do a phone call and you can record yourself a recording and have it sent. So even if they send it at the same time, everyone gets a ring on their phone and it picks up, you're not there. It's your recording of you saying the same thing. That is more beneficial to you than a text message right now. Hearing your voice. There's something magical about that. I'm doing this fun thing. This is off subject, so don't ask. I can try on this another time, but it's called Beauty is Friendship. I'm not just texting people that. I'm calling people. I know it's crazy. Back in the day, people didn't want to answer the phone. You know what they're not doing now? They're not looking at emails. They're not looking at their text messages. We have too many dings and notifications and too many social medias and all things happening. Some people are like, I've been hearing this so much. Girl, you text me, I'll never get it. Call me. How many years should we go where it was the other way around? Is that not crazy? So just know there's value in that. But those people who are on Beauty is Friendship, I'm getting referrals from my current clients and I give them $50. My girlfriend shared this with me, Miss Janelle. And you can do it however you want, but basically it's a phone call and it's you're just saying, hey, you're one of my VIP customers. I want you to have a quick second. Basically, I'm asking if you ever have someone that's like a little stingy with giving you names, like they're sitting on a gold mine of great people, but they won't give them to you. You're like, God bless it. I just want to be connected with her group. I'm offering $50 to her and to the referral when they meet with me. So when I call the referral, I'm letting them know, hey, Catherine, this is Jenny, your friend Susan. Got you a $50 pampering package. So when you come, you get to spend $50 gift card with me and you get a whole spa treatment. Don't you just love Catherine? She's amazing. Or what, you know what I mean? You just carry on about that. The girl who gave you the referral, she'll say, I don't have $50 for that. I'm like, you're not out any money, right? I'm calling them. You give me their name and number. And if they choose to, they will get a shop with me with $50, get a spa pampering treatment, and then you will get a referral kickback of $50 in product, not cash, in product. Does that make sense? So that's a fun little thing. But guess how I'm getting it is by calling people. So now let's say she gives me 5 names and nobody does anything. Well, I'm not out. You know what I mean? I don't need to worry about that. And some of those people say, no, thank you. But I have not had one yet when I say, hey, Carolyn bought this thing for you. I'm Jenny. I'm her friend. And she got you a $50 gift card with a spa pampering treatment. It'll take about 30 minutes. When's good for you? I've not had anyone tell me no to that yet. I mean, would you call if a massage lady said, hey, your friend bought you hour massage? When can we schedule? No, I'm showing up for that. Okay, so that's an idea for that. Totally off subject. Okay, another thing I do is my birthdays and anniversaries. Don't ask me for all. Oh, I gotta get a drink. Sorry, friends. Okay, so PCP, Diva. Oh, let me do this first before I talk about birthday and anniversaries. My customer loyalty program. I don't even remember. I got it from Cindy Shepa, but I don't know who actually created this. I send people a message, hey, I'm doing something a little different this year. Birthdays are a big deal to me, and I want to honor your birthday. So little birdie told me, so I'll do this like the last week of January for February. Does that make sense? Now, prior to that, I might post on social media, who do I know that has a birthday in February? In case I don't have them in my system and I've missed anybody, or I've got new friends I haven't done facials with yet, right? So I do that and I have my list, right? I'm calling right now. I just send them that message and I'll just say, I would love to get, the only catch is I have a present for you. The only catch is I have to see you either in person or on Zoom, FaceTime, whatever's best, because it's important to me that I personally tell you happy birthday and give you your gift. Because guess what? I'm not out a gift if they did. Now, can I send everybody a birthday card and a gift? I could. I was doing that. But I want this to be beneficial. And it's my really great time to catch up very quickly on their life. Let them know how much I value them and love them. And I give them a gift, girl. It's something that, I don't know, if you have product, whatever you want to give. I don't care what you want to do. Do whatever you want. I probably do more than you're supposed to, but because that's, again, my love language. But you can do facial mask. If you have some of those blue ones, you can break up the boxes and I do a birthday card. I bought boas and little party hats and things like that, and party glasses on Amazon. You can create a little package for them. Some of them I see in person. They're like, so let's back up. If they're local and we can do that, I'm skipping past my loyalty program, going to the birthday thing because I love it. Because then this will feed into the customer loyalty thing, because that's how I got so many people on this program, or these other 3 things. Sorry. Back to birthday and anniversary. So my customers I'm doing that with, not their anniversaries, just their birthdays. And then I'll say, let's say I'm meeting. Let's say Connie's going to meet with me and we're going to set up a time on Zoom. I do not jinx yourself. Just do it. And then I kid you not, I have the new product sitting in front of me. Well, I'm just talking to her. I was like, what are you doing for your birthday? Tell me what you did this month. They've already passed or where the situation is, right? And then I'll say, girl, why have you here? I didn't know if you saw this new stuff. Because usually I give her one of the new products as her birthday gift. And again, you might not want to do that, but I show them real quick and she's like, oh, I love that, but I love that. And then a lot of times they are purchasing product because I do a 20% off their birthday month, big or small. I said, I don't know if you need anything, friend, but you do get 20% off your order this month, big, no matter how big or small, no matter what it is. But I want to show you the new things. So I want you to pick what is your favorite. Now, you do that, whatever, and it could be something else. You can determine what you want to give them as a birthday gift. But I do a birthday card, I do whatever, right? I make it really cute for them. They love it. Those silly glasses and boas and necklace stuff are nothing on Amazon. Put them in there. They think it's corny, but it's hysterical. They love it so much. Now, when I say, if Connie's like, Ginny, I can do that, I always open with this. I'll say, great, I got you down. Do you have any girlfriends you want to join? And we can have a little quick birthday party. She's like, what do you mean? I'm like, a little pop-up birthday party. We're going to be on Zoom anyway. Get them on there. It's going to be fun. So I turn those into birthday bashes. And then I'm getting new people. I'm still showing what I make the guests do. They all say their name and what they get to say what they love most about the birthday girl and their best memory. So everyone's loving on the birthday girl, right? She's loving it. She feels inspired. She feels loved on. And then I'll show the new stuff and I'll say, if anybody wants to get, Connie a present, I already know Connie loves these things. You'll be shocked how many people will buy her Mary Kay stuff for her birthday present. So there's sales there. Okay. So and now some will not invite their friends. It might just be me and Connie on our own, right? That's fine. It still grows and builds that relationship with her, right? You're building people will not forget you when you remember their birthday. Guess who's usually the first person that calls or texts them on their birthday? Sometimes the only person. Okay. But if she allows me to turn into a birthday bash, if it's in person, I buy those confetti things and we always go outside and pop them around the birthday girl. They're cheap at Walmart or on Amazon or Party City. It doesn't matter. But I do little things like that, right? They all have boas, they have party hats, whatever. It's fun. But the guests are going to say that about her. So she's loved on. And if it's a pop-up on Zoom, I'm literally just showing the basics and the important stuff, letting them know what's happening, letting them ask any questions. Just fun. It's a quick, it's her birthday bash, but it's fast, right? It's about her. But now I have everybody's name and numbers because I do a spin the wheel for everybody to join for her party. So everyone has to text me their name. I give them my phone number, they text me. So now I have everybody's name and phone number. Does that make sense? So now I can reach out separately if I need to. If it's in person, we typically do like skincare or something fun. I ask her, what do you want to do? Pedicures, what do you want to do for your birthday bash? So you just turn it into a party. That's all you're doing. Does that make sense to everybody? Now, one thing I started doing is anniversaries and birthday perks for my team members. I do the same thing. They only get if they're willing to see me eyeball to eyeball, however we choose to do that. Do they get a present from me? They're still going to get the message, and I always sing everybody happy birthday. It's fine. But if they want a gift from me, then they have to meet with me. However we choose to do that. FaceTime, whatever. Zoom, in person, whatever it looks like. They do not get a present. They do not do that. But same thing. I kind of do the same thing with them, but I'm just giving them presents. You can still give them Mary Kay product if you know there's certain things they love. You can give them something else, give them a birthday card. The point of all of that is creating better relationships with your people. They will always remember that. You can go on Amazon and get a whole bunch of earrings, and that way you can just give them a pair of earrings. You know what I mean? Cute earrings for your team members or something like that. They're like 90 cents to mail. It's super cheap if you need to mail the present. But it's not about what you're giving them. It's about how you're making them feel. Okay? So I do that. Now into customer loyalty. Customer loyalty program. It's basically, like I said, I kind of got the idea from Cindy Sheppa. I'll try to get after I get the video, I'll try to post. It might be this weekend. Again, I was living my best life in the Virgin Islands for 10 days. So I'm a little behind on some things, but I'll try to in that Facebook group, add some of these graphics that I use, if that helps you girls a little bit, like the customer loyalty things that you can print off and use. Basically, here's how the program works. It's just like Star Quarter. So I run the same as Star Quarter because that's how it works for me, right? So if they spend $100 that quarter, they're going to earn $10 cash back free Mary Kay bucks. So right now we're in this quarter, okay? Well, let's say September 16th, December 15th. We just finished a quarter, right? So all those people, for every $100 increment, they're earning $10 in free product, okay? Makes sense? So when they finish, sorry, my phone, apparently something's happening. So when at the end of the quarter, when they purchase from me, I have a tracking form. I wonder if I have one right here. I do. It just kind of looks like this. I write down their name and kind of keep adding every time they buy from me all quarter long, right? Now, they're in a group that I message when they're getting close. When the first time they ever purchase, I send them a postcard and it just says the customer loyalty program. At the end of the quarter, I add it up, highlight it. and I text them and I also mail a postcard that says you have 10 free pink bucks to spend next quarter. Now here's the kicker to that. They can only use that free money. They don't have to if they don't care, but they get to use it this whole next quarter. So people that were in on December 15th, they had till March 15th to spend their monies. They get a postcard, they get message about it. Once a month, I kind of go through my list again. I'll be like, hey girl, want to make sure you got your postcard. You still got 10 free bucks. We have till March 15th. It's cash back rewards. It's just like credit cards, right? They love that. It's given back to them. It's a discount. So you can do that. If you hate to do discounts, that's a really great idea to do. So you don't have to give away, everything. It's just they're earning. It's no different than saying you buy a $100 gift card, you're going to get $25 at your next appointment or $25 free on your next order, right? How you kind of do that to finish star or whatever. Same concept. So it all works the same way. So that's kind of the customer loyalty. So those ideas have really gotten me far. It really has. The Beauty Friendship, the Borrow My Bag. I know so many of you have wanted ideas on that. That's a whole other training. But like once you get the customers, but this has really built new customers. If you're maybe not a warm chatter girl or have some issues with that, this really helps kind of grow wide and deep in your customer base. And here's the thing, my friends, every customer should be hearing from you every quarter. They should get a phone call from you. They should hear from you. The PCP book is why I think that's so important, but every customer should hear from you every quarter. Either getting a refresh, makeup, whatever it is, they should be hearing from you. Okay, girls, real quick. Hope that helps with those ideas. But if you build to 40 customers and you do those programs with all of them, you could do national quota sales because you'll have your 40 people head to toe Mary Kay. So you'll be able to do that. Oh, who's here for me? Oh, Tom, just 1 minute and I'll be there. Sorry, somebody showed up for me, friends. Okay, so real quick, anybody have any questions? And I'll put this on a recording in 24 hours, I promise you guys can go back. And within the next few days, I'll put stuff on there so you have like the graphics for the customer loyalty cards, things like that, my tracking forms. I'll try to find all that and put that on there for you. So just give me a little time with that and I'll get that. Any other questions, my friends?
Jennifer, this was very helpful.
Oh, I'm so
I
glad.
got late, but I was because sometimes we just overwhelm ourselves thinking about big numbers instead of just breaking them down in those little pieces, like Mary Kay said, eat that elephant little piece at a time, right?
Mm. Yeah. Well, and I think we forget, we just think, oh God, we got to have 1,000 customers. Well, yeah, if they're only on mascara. I mean, I want my customers not shopping anywhere else. And I ask them, my one phrase I always say to all my people is, what do I have to do to get all of your business for your cosmetic needs? Because sometimes, oh, I didn't know you had shaving cream. I didn't know you had this. I didn't know you had that, right? They don't know you have those things. So I'm glad it helps you, friends. I hope you all have an amazing Thursday and amazing January. All right, ladies.
Thank you.
Have an amazing day.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.